Hi everyone, back again for another video. This was my fourth video, so I thought before I get into the topic, I thought I would just discuss a little bit about me and how hard it has been for me to do these videos every single day or whenever I've uploaded them, because I'm not one that takes criticism well. I'm one of these people that always thinks people are looking at me negatively. So by me opening up and talking about something that I love like wrestling, I'm opening myself up to be being criticised or to being sort of joked about with, especially from people that maybe don't know me, from people that do know me from work or other places. And I guess I will find out what sort of banter I'm going to get when I'm allowed to leave lockdown and see people. But until then, I'm going to continue to do these videos, hopefully, unless I get too in my head about them and I stop. But until that day comes, I'm going to continue to do these videos for myself, for any of you that are watching. Probably there's probably one person watching it properly. To that one person, I thank you. If there's two, great. If there's nobody watching, I don't care at this point. I'm just kind of doing these videos for myself. I'm doing them to stop myself from getting bored. I'm doing them so it gives me an outlet to talk about what I love the most, and that's professional wrestling. And I hope you can all see that. Or you can't, and you're just here just to look at my ugly face and just criticise it. Because anyway, moving on. Let's So the topic I'm going to talk about today is one that is quite close to my heart, and it's my favourite company in the entire world, and that is Pro Wrestling Eve. So for those of you that maybe don't know, Pro Wrestling Eve is a UK-based all-female company based in London. They've done shows in Brighton and Manchester, but mostly in London, in Bethnal Green, at what I would describe as a sauna of a venue. And if you've been there, you know it. The Resistance Gallery, the Resgal, it's hot. It is so warm in that venue. But at the same time, it's so cool because you're confined in, you're boxed in, the ring is there, you're literally there. It's an amazing venue. The wrestling inside of it is even better. So if you follow me on, especially on Instagram, you will see I have a million pictures of me at Eve with different wrestlers of the actual shows themselves. But I thought at this point I'm gonna get into how I became a fan of Eve and what it's done for me personally as a human being. So let me jump back to almost 2 years ago now. So it would have been May 2018, or a bit before that. So I was on Twitter and I saw, and I can't remember, someone retweeted it. It might have been just something popped up on my feed, and it was for an all-women show at York Hall in early May. I can't remember the exact date. I'm sorry about that. And I remember seeing it, and I messaged my friend Chris. Hi Chris, if you're watching, you alright? And I sort of said, "Would you like to go to this show?" And it had Kaylee Ray on it. It had Miko Satomura, Viper, Aja Kong, Ginny, Millie McKenzie. These were women that I'd heard of, and I was like, "Do you want to go and see this show?" So I could book the tickets. We can go and watch it. So he sort of said, "Yeah, cool. If you want to buy the tickets." So I thought, "Yeah, we'll go." Anyway, went to they did a meet and greet before, and I was like, "You do the meet and greet as well. Why not?" I think it was like 30 quid. So I met all the women before the show. Now, I'll be honest, I went to the show, I hardly knew anyone at this meet and greet, and I apologise to the women if any of you see this that were at that show, because now I freaking love all of you. But at the time, I didn't have a clue. So, of course, I was talking to these women, they were telling me, "Oh, you're going to enjoy it." So I was like, yeah. In my mind, I'm going, I don't know who any of you are. I'm so sorry. Apart from a few, obviously. But moving on, it came to the show. So we started off with a War Games match, which was insane. We had this ladder match, which was all equally bizarre. It was the first time I saw, in these two matches, it was the first time I saw people like Laura DiMatteo, like Jetta, Chris Wolf. It was the first time I'd seen her live. Erin Angel was involved. There was others, and it was just incredible. And then we got to obviously the main matches. Kaylee Ray, Miko Satomura. Oh my god! If you have not seen this match, seek it out, because as matches go, regardless of if it's a male versus male match, a female versus female match, an intergender male versus this match stacks up against any matches, especially in 2018. That was my match of the year by a mile that I'd seen live. It was honest to God that good. So that match was great. Aja Kong Viper, that was fantastic. But the main event was Charlie Morgan going up against Sami Zayn for the Pro Wrestling League title. Now, going into that, I had no idea who these two women were. I do now, and I'm so glad I do, because both of them are freaking fantastic. So going into it, I had no idea who it was. I kind of obviously, by the crowd reactions, knew Charlie Morgan was the babyface, Sami Zayn was the heel. And the match itself was, honest to God, it's incredible. Again, actually, don't just take my word. Go and watch it. It's on the Pro Wrestling Eve YouTube channel. I think they've still got the full card. They've still got the full show up there. I advise you to watch this match, because there is one moment in this match where I completely fell in love, not just with Eve, but I fell in love with Charlie Morgan as a performer. And if you know York Hall, there's a balcony around York Hall. She climbs up this ladder, climbs over onto the balcony, and basically dives off onto Sami Zayn and a load of security. And it honestly, God, it blew my mind. I think there's part of me in this clip. There's a clip of them showing the crowd. I think that you can see me stood there just going, what on earth have I just watched? I've looked over at Chris and gone, I have no idea what's going on. And honest to God, it blew my mind. And from that moment on, I was not just a Charlie Morgan fan, I was a Pro Wrestling fan, because they'd hooked me line and sinker just like that. Charlie went on to win. Unfortunately, I think Sami Zayn broke a bone in this match as well, which is unfortunate for her. But the match itself was just, honest to God, it was incredible. And from that moment on, I've been going to Pro Wrestling pretty regularly, apart from there was one I missed. There was a couple I missed for reasons. But, so that was what hooked me on Eve. Then you look at the roster that I've seen over the past 2 years or so, and it's just, honest to God, like, I've seen women there like Toni Storm's been there, Ginny, Nina Samuels, Valkyrie that you all see on NXT UK. Again, Kaylee Ray and Viper have been regulars there. Jetta, the unsung hero of the UK scene. Like, she's incredible. Laura DiMatteo. Right, let me tell you Laura DiMatteo. As far as I'm aware, Laura DiMatteo has not wrestled for Stardom. She's not wrestled for NXT UK. She's not wrestled for any of the WWE promotions. She's not wrestled in AEW. She's not wrestled for any major promotion in Europe either. She needs to. I'm telling you right now, Laura DiMatteo is arguably the European scene's best kept secret. She needs to be out there. Maybe this is how I start it. Maybe once this lockdown's finished, maybe me sitting here in my living room talking to you is how we get Laura DiMatteo's name out there. But she needs to be seen. There are other women that I've seen over the years that have come and gone. Charlie Evans, Millie McKenzie. Oh my God, I could keep going. Debbie Keitel, Giselle Shook. There's so many. I'm not going to get into it. If you want to talk to me about it, message me over social media. The links are at the end of the video. But you need to be keeping an eye on this company. I'm telling you right now. So that's the company aspect. This is where I'm going to start to talk about sort of me as a person and how Eve has helped me. So, alright, it's an all-female promotion. But Eve as a company, they make you feel like part of a family. And I'm not just saying that because, for whatever, they know they genuinely do. Dan and Emily who run it, I love you so much. You two are, honestly, incredible. Eve has a code of conduct that allows no racism, no sexism, no homophobic, none of that. Nothing. No transphobia, nothing. You say anything, you're out. and I think that's great, and it allows inclusion. So when I first started going to wrestling shows, I would literally just talk to my friend, and that would be it. Whereas like now I'm able to interact with other people. I can go there. I feel more confident. I'm around people that I know are there for the same reason. We all like pro wrestling. We all like women's wrestling. We all like these incredible women. And it's allowed me to sort of come out of my shell a bit more, especially around the environment. I can stand there for 3 hours, watch a show and be like, oh my God, that's incredible. All these people here, they love it as well. I'm able to be myself. If you see me at work or you see me around, I'm quite quiet, I'm quite reserved, I'm quite introvert. When I go to Eve, I feel like I'm someone different. I can be more myself. I can be loud, I can chant, I can cheer, I can stand there, I can sing for Laura DiMatteo, I can stand there and I can go jet, 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 F and R. I can be that person. And what it's then allowed me to do is obviously after the shows, again, if you follow me on social media, you see the amount of pictures I have with these females. They probably get bored of seeing me and bored of me tagging them in photos. But it's not just the photos, it's the fact that I've been able to like talk to so many women at these shows, like Millie and Charlie, Jamie Hayter, that's another one, Giselle Shaw, Laura DiMatteo, Roxy, Nightshade. These are women that I've kind of not got to know, but they get to know me, and I'm able to go there and interact, and I can talk to them, and I'm not as introverted as I once was maybe 2 years ago, where I would be, oh, you're right, yeah, can I have a photo? Thank you, sweet, I'm off. Now I can stand there and I can talk for 5-10 minutes with them, probably annoy people that are waiting in the queue behind me, but I'm able to do that now because I'm a more confident person, and Eve has done that. So to put that in perspective, right, I'm going to give a few stories of some of the women. So the first one is one that I've talked about quite a bit to friends at work, and I've talked about to other people. So it's all with Jamie Hayter. So if you don't know Jamie Hayter, she's a British wrestler. She wrestles for Stardom. She's made appearances in AEW. I think she's one of the best we have. And I'm not just saying that, I genuinely do. So to cut a long story short, I went up to her at a show last May to buy an autograph and get a photo with her. So she asked me my name. Obviously it's Adam. And I sort of said to her, oh, it's been spelt wrong before. And obviously I said it was spelt A-D-E-M. Don't ask. Don't ask. It got spelt that way. So she took the 8x10, crossed out where she'd wrote Adam and put the wrong spelling. And then from that moment onwards, she's always called me Adem with an E. Anything is always Adem. And it's just that bit of banter. Again, year or so ago, I would never have done that. Like, had that confidence to sort of say something like that, and then have banter with a wrestler. That's crazy. Like, that's mad. So even like one of the final shows before lockdown was the February show. Jamie Hayter was there at Eve, and it would have been the first time she'd been there since Queendom 2 last July, I think, where she knew I was Adam, but it had only been a few months out. This time it had been like 10 months or something stupid like that. And she saw me waiting, she gave me this look. And obviously as I walked up to her, first thing she said was, hi Adam, how are you doing? And it was like, she remembered me, and it was like, we chatted for 15 minutes, and it was just crazy how I'm able to talk to someone like that. And yeah, there are other women that I've had conversations with for ages, so like Roxy's lovely, and I can stand there and talk to her, and she's like accommodating to me. Then there are others like Laura DiMatteo, who I've mentioned, who again I can stand there and talk to them for 15 minutes or so and just be like, how you doing? Like, oh, like, and talk about like the next upcoming shows. Someone like Nightshade, I've kind of mentioned a little bit about some of the mental health problems I have, and she's always, how are you? Are you okay? There are times where she's been thrown out of the ring on, say, my side, and used me to help get her up and stuff, and like help her. So like she kind of recognises me. I remember one story with Roxy where we were at a show. she jumped out the ring on my side where I was sat, and she went, "Oh, you're right, Adam, how you doing?" And then carried on walking to the back, and it was like, this is crazy. There's others now like Sky Smithson, like she's starting to recognise me. Like Martina kind of recognised me. Jetta, Giselle Shaw recognised me. I've seen Giselle Shaw at many shows, and she'll talk to me like I'm an old friend, and it's like these sort of things are just like crazy to me. And finally, there's Millie and Charlie. What I can't say anything else. I can only say nice things about Millie McKenzie and Charlie Evans. I honestly can. So, if you don't know, they're the Medusa Complex. They're a tag team, fantastic tag team, fantastic wrestlers. They're still young. I think they're going to be absolute superstars for War. If they stay on the independent scene or if they go to another company, they are going to be absolute superstars. They are incredible. So, obviously, I've seen them a lot at shows, and so full disclaimer: whenever I've gone to a show that they're on, I've bought their merch, but I've never actually worn a Medusa Complex shirt or a Millie McKenzie shirt or a Charlie Evans shirt and actually gone up to them at the show. And I apologise to them multiple times because they always have a go at me for it. And it's almost like I'm sorry. Like I've gone up to them wearing a Ginny shirt, or I've gone up to them wearing other people's shirts, and it's almost like, oh, what are you doing that for? Oh, you can't have that, you can't have it. And it's like jokey banter. Obviously, I get the photos. Some of the photos I've had with them are incredible, by the way. There's links on my Instagram. Try and find them. They're so great. Like, these two women are so nice. Honest to God. The banter I've had with them, like, it's always, can I have a photo? No. From Charlie straight up, and then the photo would be great. So, I can only say nice things about them. I can only say nice things about everyone at Pro Wrestling Eve. I can only say nice things about that company in general. It's, honest to God, it's done so much for me as a person. I'm sure it's done a lot for Chris. I know he's the same as me. And it's like, during this lockdown, if there's one company that I miss the most going to, it is definitely Pro Wrestling Eve. Because they've allowed me to be myself. The women there are so nice. The people around me are so nice. I've actually made friends there as well that I hope like me for who I am and not just so yeah, that's what this video was about. Sort of trying to shed some positivity on a company that I absolutely love, and I thought this was the best way to do it. So that's my video. So every Wednesday is going to be similar. It's going to be something completely random. It's not going to be set to it. It's just going to be me talking about something. So until my next video, probably Friday, might be Saturday, I haven't quite decided yet. Until then, stay safe, stay indoors, and just be a good human being.